Oh, hey guys, what's up? Leo Hightower here, back up on YouTube with a new video for you guys. And this time, it is time for another tier list maker video. This time around, if you can judge by the title from the lines up here, basically, we're doing a Cartoon Network programming tier list. And the tiers are listed from S to the best to F being trash and never watched or don't remember. And we have a whole cascade of Cartoon Network programs here that I'm going to rank from S to F, basically, or do not remember. And there's a lot of these cartoons or programs or shows that I remember watching on Cartoon Network when I was still a fan of it, and Cartoon Network wasn't a complete and utter train wreck or mess, basically. So yeah. Cartoon Network holds a very special place in my heart, from its humble beginnings to the mid-2000s. But now, all it really is just trash. There are still some programs on it that are good, but then there are those that are just mediocre or bad. And I'm like, what has happened to this once proud network? It's true it did get a little bit better with things like adding Adult Swim, adding Toonami, then adding Magoozy, but now there's hardly anything really real to separate it from any other channels like Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and even Noggin or Nick Jr. for that matter. I'll get to those someday, but yeah. Anyway, let's get started with this tier list. Now, I want you all to know that this is based on my own personal preference and my own beliefs that these shows should be ranked from S to good, the best, to F being trash, or I don't remember them, basically, because around the mid-2000s, I was getting out of my cartoon phase and started watching real programming, such as real-life programs such as Storage Wars, the show, Ridiculousness by Rob Dyrdek, or Catfish, the TV show, as well as music videos and other programs. But I think I've wasted enough time, so without further ado, let's get to this tier list. This is Cartoon Network Programming Tier List Maker, based on my preferences and my beliefs, as well as my own personal experiences. Let's get into it, shall we? Oh yeah, one more thing that should be noted before this tier list begins. All anime and Hanna-Barbera cartoons that were included in Cartoon Network's original programming list are exempt from this list, meaning no Hanna-Barbera and no anime is involved. If it's anime inspired though, like Megas XLR or Mighty Magiswords or anything like that, it goes on this list, basically. So, yeah. Alright, we have a whole cascade of shows to go through, basically. We got a whole cascade of shows to go through, and there are a lot of them. So, I'm just gonna start right here at the top right here, and then we'll go from there. Two Stupid Dogs, this show about two dogs that are complete idiots. They get through various situations with their stupidity, or they just, I don't know, they just end up hurt or injured, or they come out on top and everything. Yeah, I remember watching this one back then when I was a little kid, but the one thing I will remember from it is the in-betweener, the Secret Squirrel episodes. Those are the ones that I remember more than anything, and if anyone remembers Secret Squirrel, you deserve a medal, because he was one of the early Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and the fact that they made they made basically a series off of this Secret Squirrel in between was something special. I'd say that Two Stupid Dogs was alright for what it was. I think it still would hold up all this time, and the memes are really funny, especially with the big loud guy going, well, ain't that cute, but it's wrong! Seriously. If I'm gonna put this on a scale, I'm not gonna put it on S tier, because that would be, I guess, too proud of itself. So if I'm gonna put it on something, I'm gonna put it on A at best. All right, now moving on to 16. Well, I know it's about 6 teenagers in the mall and everything, and they go through various things such as jobs, relationships, trends, and anything that's hip and cool and everything. But I don't really remember this one too much exactly. I thought it was okay, but not really all that memorable for the most part. So, yeah. If I'm gonna put 16 on the tier list and everything, I would say it was alright. It was good. It was mediocre. I'm sorry, but this is just my personal preference and everything, you guys. So, yeah. I thought it was okay for what it was. Anyway. A pup named Scooby Doo. Oh, yes. Yes. Scooby and the gang as kids and solving mysteries. And it was all included with the little music bops in between of each episode with the chases, basically. The haunted chef, Ghoulie Goulash. Let me see. The chicken Frankenstein monster, Chickenstein. Let me see. Velma's robot going haywire, going, I must be late! And just, so many good episodes! So many good episodes, I swear. And of course, the green slime swamp monster, who had a xenomorph-like mouth, basically, because he stole Shaggy's tricycle. Yeah. I loved a pup named Scooby Doo. I hate that we don't have boomerangs, so that way I can go back and watch it because it's such a good series. But at least I have Watch Cartoon Forever to do it on, and that says a lot. So if I'm gonna put a pup named Scooby Doo on the tier list, I'm gonna put it on the best. A pup named Scooby Doo is still great. It is still awesome. I love it to this day. I would watch it no matter what. Okay. On to Adventure Time. Yes, Adventure Time. The Adventures of Finn and Jake. And Marceline, the Vampire Queen, Princess Bubblegum, Lady Unicorn, Rainbow Unicorn, and of course, the Ice King. And just, I don't remember watching some of the in-between stuff with adults, with Adventure Time, but I did catch the finale, and I think the finale made Adventure Time end on a high note. So, yeah. And I liked Adventure Time with its many themes and characters, and it was awesome. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna put Adventure Time on the great list because it was good, and I hate that Nickelodeon did not pick up this cartoon for what it was. Seriously, Nickelodeon, you suck for that. Anyway, moving on. This one is Almost Naked Animals. I do not remember this one that much. I do remember watching a few episodes of it, but I did not find it to be appealing. I did not find it to be all that funny or good or anything like that, so... I'm probably gonna have to put it on the never watched or do not remember list. I didn't really find it to be all that good, really. So yeah. Next up, Amazing World of Gumball. I like Gumball. I do. I really do like Gumball, especially for the later episodes where it touched upon things like Penny and Darwin and Anais, as well as the characters Roger and the mom Nicole. And after a while I was starting to get out of my cartoon phase of Amazing World of Gumball. But if I have to put it on the tier list, I would say between C, mediocre, or B good. I'm gonna put it on good. Apple and Onion. This is the one that I remember watching just a teensy-weensy little bit. It's supposed to be about two teenagers, an onion and an apple, and they're trying to find out what is popping and locking in the streets for all the peers out there, basically. What is hip, what is cool. They're trying to figure out how to play games and stuff like that. And I didn't really mind this one too much. I just didn't really watch it that much is all. But for what it is, I will put it on the, I'll put it on B or C. B or C. B or C. I'm gonna put it on B. I'm gonna put it on B. Atomic Betty. That was a really nice one. I really liked Atomic Betty. Atomic Betty was cute. It's about a preteen who goes into outer space and fights as a galactic defender along with her two sidekicks. And they try to thwart an evil space overlord or mastermind. I don't remember too much about it, but yeah, I remember Atomic Betty, and it was cute. It was simple. It was silly and fun. I'm gonna put it on the A list. Atomic Betty has very good memories for me, for the most part. Baby Looney Tunes. The Looney Tunes as babies, and Granny was the caretaker of them. Sylvester, Bugs, and Daffy, Taz, and Lola. Tweety, as well as other baby Looney Tunes, like Taz and everything. And it was cute. It would be nice for an early morning programming thing like Nick Jr., but I think Cartoon Network started doing that with its early morning programming skills. I'm going to put it on good. I really liked it. Batman Beyond. Oh wow. I have the full complete series of Batman Beyond on DVD, and set in the future where Bruce Wayne is no longer Batman and Terry McGinnis becomes the new Batman, it was interesting to see how Batman was done in the future, Batman of the future. With the voice acting and the art and the character designs, as well as the graphics and the music, it is phenomenal. And if I'm going to give it a ranking, I'm going to put it on the best. Batman Beyond was a thrill ride. And so is this next one, Batman the Brave and the Bold. This one has Batman Batman teaming up with various other superheroes, such as Blue Mantis, and the stretchy guy who's not Mr. Fantastic, but also Robin coming back every so often, him teaming up with Joker, and it was based on the Adam West Batman series, and I think that one was pretty good. I would say Batman Brave and the Bold was good. I just wish it had, kept going with how it was. So if I'm going to put it on the tier list, I'm going to put it on good. Great. It was great. It was a good cartoon, even though it was a campy Adam West genre. But yeah. Ben 10. It started with an alien vice did what it did. It slapped itself upon its wrist its secrets that it hid. He could transform into 10 different aliens, and he was voiced by Tara Strong. I like the original Ben 10 series. It was really fun. It was really exciting to watch, and it was really nice. It was really, really nice. Many people will consider it mediocre, but I think that it deserves to be on the great list. Same for Ben 10 Alien Force. Ben was a lot older, he was a lot wiser, and he had a new Omnitrix that slapped us with new aliens such as Swampfire, Humongosaur, and the infamous one, Alien X. That's a new one. Guess we could give this one a try. Alien X! And his greatest transformation, but the price just wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth it in the end. I liked how it kind of ended, especially with him like, these are new aliens. Well, here we go again! But yeah, and Ben had a girlfriend of all things. He had a cute girlfriend in this one. In the live action movies, Ben 10, what is it called? I can't remember the first one, but I do remember Alien Swarm was also good too. It was interesting to see Cartoon Network do their CN Real programming with the live action movies, and I thought that they were good. So if I'm gonna give Alien Force a ranking, I'm gonna also put it on the A bracket. I'm also gonna put Ultimate Alien on the bracket too, because that one was pretty good too. I'm gonna put Omniverse, which was the continuation of Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, in the B section. It was good for what it was. I just did not like the art direction that it went. That's all. I thought that it was good, and I remember that cameo by Cow and Chicken in the cartoon, which was like, what the hell? But anyway, the reboot of Ben 10. I would say this one is mediocre at best. I'm sorry, but to anyone who is a fan of it, I would say the Ben 10 reboot is mediocre at best. I'm going to put it on the C bracket. And the reason for that is because it's mostly Dr. Animo and him finding out different aliens, and the art direction was a little different, but yeah, it still had some Ben 10 greatness and humor in it, but I just didn't find it all that memorable. Beware the Batman. That one I wish could have kept going, but they canceled it after a couple of episodes, and that one is the one which had Batman's lesser known villains, and when he first started out being the Batman, it also had Katana as his defender, basically. This one I remember, but I just wish it kept going. It's a shame though that it didn't, and that's sad. Batman Brave and the Beware the Batman. I'm gonna put it on good because it showed the lesser known villains from Batman's cascade of villains, and it was something interesting. And it started out showing how he first became Batman, because him and Jim Gordon are at odds ends. They aren't allies. Camp Lazlo. Well, I do not remember much about Camp Lazlo except for the main character Lazlo and the Scoutmaster and the various episodes. I really did not watch Camp Lazlo that much, but I do remember looking up the ending to it and what had happened, and I'm like, really? So yeah, I'm sorry, but to anyone who asks, I put Camp Lazlo in the mediocre list. I'm sorry, but I don't have that many memories of Camp Lazlo, especially with some of the episodes, like the episode about him getting a leech on his body and it's sucking his blood, and him thinking that he had to protect the animal and he had babies and stuff like that. Then the nurse is like, you know what, I'm out. I didn't find Camp Lazlo to be all that good. I'm sorry. Now, Captain Planet and the Planeteers. I remember this one because I remember the old days of TBS and TNT and it showing up on Cartoon Network. The 5 Planeteers who use the various rings, Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, and Heart to summon Captain Planet, also using their various abilities. I've been thinking about this one lately, and I think it still holds up great to this day. I really liked Captain Planet and the Planeteers. I'm going to put it on the S bracket because it really talked about environmental safety and concerns, as well as protecting it to keep it from becoming polluted. I think that Ted Turner made an amazing cartoon because of it, and I love Captain Planet. Remember, the power is yours! So yeah. Okay, this one is called Camp Socks Chocks? I don't remember this one coming on Cartoon Network. Does anyone have any idea about this one? Because I don't remember this one coming on at all. Maybe because it was getting out of my cartoon phase at that time, but I have to put this one on the never watched it, don't remember bracket. Chowder. That one about the little chef apprentice who likes food and everything like that, and Panini. Let me see. If I have to put Chowder on the tier list, I'm going to put it on good, because Chowder was good. I liked it. I liked the characters. I liked the voice acting. It was good. I really, really liked Chowder, and it was really silly to get into. The ending was funny, with his younger self appearing before his older self like, no, I do not accept this ending! But yeah, and of course, Schnitzel. Who didn't love Schnitzel? Rada, 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 rada! Clarence. I remember them taking Clarence off the air after a while, and because something happened between 2 of the producers. I think it was sexual harassment or something. So yeah, Clarence. I don't really remember too much about this one, and the whole entire gimmick of it was he was this little kid who tried to bring happiness to people, but some of it was just kind of mediocre, and it just kind of... I'm sorry, but I have to put it on D list. I'm sorry, but I did not like Clarence. I did not like the voice acting too much. I just didn't find it all that memorable. Especially after the sexual harassment lawsuit between the two producers because it got pulled off of the air. So, yeah. Anyway, Class of the 3000. This one I sort of remember. I remember watching some episodes, Andre 3000's from Outcast cartoon, and I thought it was cool. I thought it was neat. I thought it was alright. Some of the music was also really catchy. So, but I just wish I remember watching most of it back then. So, yeah. Anyway, if I have to put it on the bracket, I'm going to put it on B because it was good. It was really memorable. And the phone is ringing. Oh, God. I have to take a pause break, so excuse me a minute. It was nobody. Anyway, moving on. Back to what I was doing. I don't really remember Camp Sock Chalk, so yeah, I had to put it on the never watched, don't remember tier list. Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs, the cartoon series. Based on the movie, based on the book of the same name. Well, I never watched that one either, but I do remember it being shown a little bit, but I never watched it. So yeah, Code Lyoko, the French cartoon about the boarding school students who go into the virtual world to stop the evil computer system Xana, and then Aelita later joined them, and she became a member. And Franz Hopper, her dad, was also trying to help them stop Xana. I never watched the finale for that one, which was really sad. I really should go back and watch that one. It started with hand-drawn characters, and then afterwards it switched to the 3D aspect with them being in the virtual world. I remember X-Play reviewing a game of the same name, Code Lyoko, of the game on the DS, and them giving it a 2 out of 5. Really, X-Play was beginning to become mediocre at best at that time, and they were prejudiced on their game reviews. So, yeah. Anyway, moving back on. Code Lyoko. I'm gonna put it on A tier list. I really need to go back and look up the ending to this series, if it did end on a good positive note. I want to know exactly. Codename Kids Next Door. Oh, wow. The phenomenon that was Codename Kids Next Door. I am going to put that one on the best tier, because I remember Codename Kids Next Door. It was great. The characters, the storylines, and the nifty gadgets they always came up with was awesome. It was really, really cool. And it had that in-betweener on the first season, Kenny and the Chimp, with Professor Triple Extra Large having a crab arm, so yeah, Anyway, moving on. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I love Courage the Cowardly Dog. I just hate that it just ended after 2 or 3 seasons, I guess? And it was really funny. It is the GOAT of cartoons, and I'm gonna put it on the S bracket because it was funny, it was also creepy, but it was downright hilarious, especially with the voice actor doing Courage, and the interactions with Courage and the computer was downright hilarious. Cow and Chicken. This was one of the cartoons of back then. And Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow. Dad was proud. He didn't care how. And most of the characters were voiced by Charles Atler himself. And some of the scenarios and storylines and vocabulary of that cartoon were interesting. I don't really have fond memories of it, but for what it was, Cow and Chicken was hilarious. It was funny at many points, and I'm gonna put it on the B tier list because I remember Cow and Chicken. But looking at it now, the jokes were like, wow. And Cow using her udder to milk and everything like that was a abbreviation for jacking off, I guess you could say, was wow. And don't get me started on the ass we pay people. You know what I'm talking about, but yeah. Anyway, excuse me. Craig of the Creek. That's one of the latest cartoons that have been on Cartoon Network for a while. Craig of the Creek with Craig and his pals going to the creek area and using their imagination to come up with all sorts of adventures and everything like that is very awesome. I find this one to be good, and it is wholesome, and the scenarios that they have between Craig, his pals, and his family are also very good. I'm going to put it on the B tier list because it is good for what it is. And the phone is ringing again. I'm going to ignore it because it's nothing but a telemarketer or a spam call. I hate those. The Crab Twins. D tier. Bad. Seriously. DC Superhero Girls. Well, this one was mediocre at best, I'd say. All the female superheroes except they're teenagers. So, yeah. And the Crab Twins, don't get me started on that. I remember the Fox Kids having to show that cartoon, and I did not like it one little bit. The Crab Twins was bad. Dexter's Laboratory. That cartoon and I have definite history together. Although, I would say Seasons 1 and 2 and the movie Ego Trip are the things to watch. Seasons 3 and 4, don't bother watching because it just... when it came to Seasons 3 and 4, the animation fell down, the voice acting fell down because they replaced Dexter with a later voice actor, and the scenarios were not all that good. They did bring back some little characters here and there, like Dexter's Wacky Races with the Justice Friends, Monkey and Ancient Honeydew, and various characters, but this one ended with not a bang but a whimper. Dexter's Laboratory. Seasons 3 and 4 should just be ignored. So if I'm going to put it on the tier list, I'm going to put it on good, but at best, Seasons 3 and 4 should be ignored. How to Train Your Dragons. I don't remember watching this one either. I'm sad to say. I don't remember the 3D How to Train Your Dragons cartoon. I guess this was around the time DreamWorks animations were getting TV series like The Penguins of Madagascar and yeah, Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs cartoon and How to Train Your Dragon. So yeah, I don't remember this one. I have to put it right here. Duck Dodgers. This one was pure comedy. Duck Dodgers being voiced by the late, I do not remember the voice actor for Duck Dodgers. I'll have to look it up sometime. But yeah, this one was a comedy at its best, based on the Looney Tunes of the same name. Looney Tunes saga of the same name, Duck Dodgers. If I'm going to put it on a list, I'm going to put it on B for good, because it was good, it was funny, and I like the voice acting in that one. Ed, and Eddie. That's another cartoon that still holds up nicely to this day. And it wasn't until the movie that they finally got recognized and they were finally accepted. So yeah. Infamous episodes such as them playing hide and seek, them trying to solve Double D's quiz so they could get a jawbreaker, them finally going to school and I guess seeing the parents, so yeah. And of course Ed becoming a monster at the end, where I am bed buddy, sleep on me. And them trying to do reverse psychology on the Kanker sisters, but then it backfired because Eddie was too paranoid and it led to their demise. So yeah, if I have to put this one on I'm gonna put this one on good. So yeah, okay. Evil Con Carne. About the evil Mexican genius who later got his brain transplanted into a bear, a performing bear, and his stomach, and yeah. Mediocre. I'm sorry, mediocre. I just Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, the mini adventures of Blue and Mac, and with how it started to how it ended and everything like that, I really feel bad that this cartoon ended the way it did. It didn't really end too much on a high note, but it was good. It did end nicely, I guess you could say, but still. I'm gonna put it on B tier, good list. The Garfield Show, the 3D animations of Garfield, and yeah. B tier list, Generator Rex. I like Generator Rex because it was made by the same people who made Ben 10, and I hate that it ended the way it did because it could have gone into more depth about the nano machines and Rex and who he was, basically. And I love the theme song. I'm gonna put it on good. Generator Rex could have done so much more, could have ended so better. I really miss that cartoon, but I have the theme song on my MP3 player, so yeah. George of the Jungle. That remake of George of the Jungle made by a Canadian studio. And they changed up Maggie and Ursula, so... Nah, F tier. I did not like this one little bit. I remember the original, but I did not like this one at all. It was trash. I'm sorry if you are a fan, but you gotta tell me why this one should be good. Green Lantern. The 3D Green Lantern cartoon as part of Saturday morning cartoon series. Yeah. And how it delved into the Red Lanterns. I liked this one. And I'm gonna put it on the good B list, because it was good. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I don't remember watching the ending for this one, but I do remember some of the extra episodes where number 3 became the Grim Reaper. The movie where Billy was moving and they had to decide custody of Grim because, yeah. And of course, Fred Burger. Oh god. If I'm to put this one on a tier list, I'm going to put it on A because I remember the greatness that was Sir Raven. Sir Raven. I even watched a tweet about Sir Raven on Twitter. Do not cry for him! Do not cry! Sorry if I hurt your ears doing that. But anyway, Grim and Evil. This one was the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne yeah. I'm gonna put it on mediocre because it would later evolve into the shows that were Evil Con Carne and yeah, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. So yeah, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe reboot. This one, no one gave this one the attention it deserved. And I feel really bad because it was a decent remake, but now we got the Netflix show, and yeah. So, if I'm gonna put it on the list, I'm gonna say, good. It deserved so much better. Hi Puffy Amiyumi. Oh lord. I love Hi Puffy Amiyumi. I love Puffy Amiyumi! And I think that with the music in between certain episodes or in episodes and them showing the misadventures of Ami and Yumi and their manager Kaz and their cats Turkey Line and Jocking, I really think that Hiya Puppy Amiyumi deserves to be on the A bracket list because it was really nice and it was a fun, colorful way of looking at Ami and Yumi. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. I Am Weasel, the spin-off from Cow and Chicken. I think that it deserves to be in the B list good because it was really nice, it was funny, and it had some funny little moments, episodes. And once again, Charles Adler does the voice of various characters, including IR Baboon with his finger snipping. Seriously, what was up with that? I don't get it. And him trying to be better than Weasel. Yeah. Anyway, Infinity Train. Oh, wow. This one deserves to be on the S list because Infinity Train was good. And I hate that Cartoon Network canceled it because, I guess, because of the themes and everything. Cartoon Network, what are your basic themes that you want to show to appeal for kids and everything? Do you not want to teach them life lessons and overcoming difficulties? Because if that's how it is, Cartoon Network, shame on you. Shame on you to high heaven. Seriously, I have to look up Infinity Train sometime to see some of the later seasons, because I ended up cutting off on the metal version of Tulip and the other people who were on the train, basically. So yeah, anyway, moving on. Johnny Bravo. I have mixed feelings about Johnny Bravo, the hip and blonde cool guy who was a womanizer who kept trying to pick up on chicks. And in one episode, he finally learned his lesson about his appealing toward chicks, but then it later went crashing out the window. I don't really remember this one too much, but I did find it okay. It was one of those cartoons I watched on a weekday or weekend basis, but if I have to put it on the tier list, I'm going to put it on B, because after a while, I hated how stupid Johnny got, and I hated how mediocre some episodes got. So yeah, next one, Johnny Test. I didn't really find Johnny Test to be all that appealing. After I watched a few episodes, I thought it was mediocre at best, and I just did not care for the twins trying to hit up on Gil, Johnny coming up with all sorts of wacky adventures, and his talking dog and everything, his parents, and I didn't care for Johnny Test, so I'm going to put it on mediocre. The Justice League. This one I remember watching, and I'm like, Justice League was amazing. And the characters, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and John L., the Martian Manhunter. I liked action cartoons back then, and I thought that Justice League deserved to be in the A bracket list. Same for the sequel, Justice League Unlimited, with the various superheroes they finally brought together and their misadventures, and the way how it ends is mwah. The epilogue with the Batman Beyond epilogue was awesome. It was really good. I like the various scenarios they have between the various superheroes and the in-betweeners. So yeah, Justice League, the Teenage Justice League cartoon. I don't really remember watching that one, so I have to put it on the never watched and don't remember list. Crypto the Superdog. Crypto the Superdog. I'm gonna put it on B tier list. It was good. League of Super Evil. I don't remember watching this one either, so I have to put it on that bracket. The Life and Times of Juniper Lee is going in the B bracket because I liked Juniper Lee and her little sister. I just wish that the cartoon had ended on a more stable note, because it showed that Juniper could not leave her hometown because of a barrier. The Tishwan Z, or whatever it was called, could not leave because of, I guess because it's bound to that city, but her grandmother would find a way to undo the seal so she could, go on adventures and go on trips and stuff like that. So, yeah. I felt really bad for Juniper, but I liked how kick butt she was. Seriously. And her many adventures were awesome. I gotta take a quick pause break to check on my pizza, so I'll be right back, you guys.
A few minutes later.
Okay, now that that's out of the way, we can continue with this tier list, finally. Alright, let's get back into it, shall we? Okay. This one, Keeping Up with the Royals? Nope, never seen that one before, so it goes in the do not remember or never seen before tier list. The Looney Tunes Show. This was a new take on the Looney Tunes, which was, dare I say, charming and unique in its own way, and dare I say, it was alright. I especially loved the little in-betweens, such as Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, and the Merry Melodies, which were pretty jammin' bops of music, of the Looney Tunes doing their own theme music, or their own music, which was pretty funny. I mean, seriously, Tasmanian Meltdown, We're in Love, Lola and Bugs, Lola President's Day, which was the most ridiculous thing I ever seen. I'm a Martian, Marvin the Martian, just, it was something to behold. But yeah, if I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna say this one was good. I just hate that it got canceled afterwards. Mad TV, the series based on the comic series Mad, not as opposed to the live-action comedy show that we got back then. But yeah, Mad. I didn't really have that much to say about Mad back then, especially watching it. I did watch it, but it's for the birds. It's comedy for the birds, so I'm gonna put it on mediocre. I didn't really care for Mad. Meow Mao. I liked Meow Mao, and I wish it didn't get canceled. If it is canceled, this was a charming little series in its own worth, and I actually named one of my Pokemon in Let's Go Eevee Adorabat because it's a female Zubat. So yeah, and I also named my Meowth Meow Meow. If I evolve it into a Persian, probably I'll keep the name Meow Mao. But yeah, Meow Mao Heroes of Virtue, or whatever the surname of it was called, was a cute and charming little series. I found Meow Mao to be funny and a bit of an adventure. So if I'm gonna put this in the good bracket, I'm gonna put it in the good bracket. So yeah, the misadventures of Flapjack, the kid sailor with the captain whose hands were knuckles, wooden hands, and the giant whale who took care of him and everything, Bubby. It had an impressive voice cast, especially for what it did, which was very charming. I really liked, I kind of liked Flapjack, so I gotta put it in the B bracket. I thought it was okay. I thought it was alright. Megas XLR. Wow, that series was something else. I mean, wow. I just hate that it was canceled after 2 seasons, with the ending being against Coop against Evil Coop from the future and everything. So yeah, and I could probably watch it again, but looking at it now, it's a product of its time. But it's still okay. Wow, I don't even know what to give this one. So yeah. Well, what the heck? I'll put it in good. Mighty Magiswords. I didn't get too into Mighty Magiswords. It was just an online show that they put on Cartoon Network from back then, and I really didn't really care too much for Mighty Magiswords. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it in mediocre. Mike Lunog. Did not care for it. It was an interesting concept. Mike gets stranded on a deserted bunch of islands with these 2 other island kids and their families, as well as other characters. And I don't really remember too much about this one, so sorry. If I have to put this one in a category, I'm gonna put it in mediocre. I apologize. Mixels, don't even remember this one. The Moxie Show, never seen it before. Mucha Lucha. I put it in the good bracket because it was silly, it was funny. It was really, really nice, and I like the voice cast. My gym partner's a monkey. Once again, another show that I didn't really spend too much time on, but I do remember watching it. I did not like the ending. Because at that point, I felt like Adam was fed up with Jake's crap, and he was not a good friend. So if I had to put this one in a list, I would say D, bad. So yeah, I didn't care for My Gym Partner's a Monkey, even back then when Cartoon Network got in its mid-2000s. So yeah, you have to give me a reason to think or change my opinion on why My Gym Partner's a Monkey is a good cartoon. Lego Ninjago! I liked the Ninjago series because I'm a huge Lego fan, and I loved the aesthetic, basically. They had interesting and good characters, they had a really interesting premise, and it was really, really nice, especially to see the Lego series get more love, especially after the Lego movie. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the good bracket. It was good. Okay, KO, Let's Be Heroes. That's another good show. I'm gonna put that in the B bracket, which was good. No, wait, I'm gonna put it in A because it was great, and I hate that it didn't get much more love than it should have. Over the Garden Wall. I never watched that one before. I don't even remember watching it. I'm sorry to say, though. So, yeah. Ozzy and Drix. The continuation of the adventures of Osmosis Jones and Drix the Cold Pill. This time they're in a teenage boy's body. So, yeah. I'd say it was mediocre. It was okay, but nothing too special or anything. So, yeah. Moving on. The Powerpuff Girls. Who did not love the Powerpuff Girls growing up, especially in the late 90s to 2000s of Cartoon Network programming? That show was essentially part of my childhood too, even though I was in middle school around that time, but yeah, I still love it, and it still holds up to this day. The last 2 seasons, though, I don't really consider them to be all that good, but nonetheless, if I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna put it on great. I'm gonna put it on great. I love the Powerpuff Girls series for what it was, and for the awesome voice cast, and the villains of the week and everything. I cannot say the same for Powerpuff Girls 2016, which is a huge dumpster fire of a mess of a show. They basically give the Powerpuff Girls the Netflix treatment. They neutered Miss Keene, they took away Miss Bellum, and they made it so the creator shipped himself into the show and was falling in love with Blossom. Not only that, but that episode about the painbow, the rainbow and the panda and the girls twerking was complete and utter trash. It was a mess. It was a dumpster fire of a mess. So I'm gonna put that in the trash category. This show deserved to be thrown away in the trash. The Problem Solvers. I do not remember this one, but from what I can tell, it did not do so good, so it did not last. I'm gonna put that in the never watched category. Regular show. This show was anything but regular, and I think it was very good. I watched the ending, and I thought the regular show was a very good show. I liked Mordecai and Rigby, Pops, Benson, and what was the big gorilla guy? Skips, Hips, because they were really funny, and I especially loved the little music that they did. I mean, who can forget the episode where Rigby got that one lame song stuck in his head, and they had to counteract it with another song? Aw snap! Aw snap! Come to our macaroni party, we'll take a nap. Aw snap! Aw snap! Come to our macaroni party, we'll take a nap. But yeah, fun memories of this show. I'm gonna give it the A. Anything but regular show treatment. Robot Boy. The cute little show about the little boy who was a fan of this one scientist's brilliant work, and he sent his greatest invention to his house to see if he could grow into a true robot boy. The only thing I didn't like about this was the villain. He was so stupid. And I think later episodes had Robot Boy get a new arm and other little things in it, but I didn't really care for Robot Boy. I thought it was okay, so I'm gonna put it in the mediocre file. I'm sorry, but you have to give me a reason to like Robot Boy. I thought it was okay, but nothing too spectacular. But I really like Robot Boy's enhanced form, which was really, really cool. Next one, Robo Tommy. I never saw this one before, so I don't have anything for it. So never watched, don't remember. So yeah, never seen that show before. Never even saw it be promoted on Cartoon Network. Next, Samurai Jack. Gotta get back to the past. Samurai Jack. I loved this show. I always tuned in to watch this show every chance I got, especially during high school and everything. And when Adult Swim brought it back to do its finale and everything, I was so excited. I don't think the finale was too well executed, but for what it's worth, it was a bittersweet ending, but Samurai Jack still holds up to this day, and I'm gonna put it in the B bracket, so it's still good. It's still good. Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. This one was a different take for the Scooby Gang, and they were in their own hometown, and They solved mysteries like they usually did, but they gave more depth to the characters and more personality. Fred, though, being obsessed with traps, though, was the worst thing ever. I missed his goofy self in What's New Scooby Doo for the most part. So, yeah. If I'm to give this one a ranking, especially with the way how it ended and everything, I guess Scooby and the gang will keep solving mysteries no matter what. Even if the world gets changed or the world ends or whatever, I'm gonna give it a good bracket. I'm gonna put it in B bracket. This one, stupid something for awesome. Never seen it before, so I'm gonna put it in the, I'm gonna put it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in don't watch them. The Secret Saturdays. I've only watched 2 episodes of this one, and I don't remember it, so I'm sorry. I have to put it in the, never watched before bracket. Sheep in the Big City. The oxymoron jokes were ridiculous, and the whole premise was really ridiculous as well. I didn't pay too much attention to this one, so yeah, the less I say about that one, the better. I didn't really care for this one, so I'm just gonna put it in D. I'm sorry, I didn't care for Sheep in the Big City. Skunk Fu. I remember this one being mediocre too at best. The dragon hated everyone because he felt betrayed, and the Kung Fu Master had to work on trying to stop it along with his pupil, a skunk. I didn't care for this one, and the art of whatever, that's how the episodes went and everything. I'm gonna put it in a mediocre bracket, I'm sorry. Sonic Boom, 2 seasons. A lot of laughs, some good action, and great voice casted characters. And the jokes wrote itself themselves. They didn't take themselves seriously, and it was a great show. I just wish that they didn't move it to Boomerang, where it eventually died an unfortunate death, because Sonic Boom was great, and I'm going to put it in the A bracket. 2 seasons, worth its time. Space Ghost Coast to Coast, the live-action Space Ghost Coast to Coast show, where Space Ghost interviewed all sorts of celebrities along with Moltar and Zorak, and some of his other villains of the week also showed up. The voice cast was great, and when they moved it to Adult Swim, it got even more funnier and a bit more ridiculous. Seriously, I even remember the cartoon gang, who were like these in-between cartoon kids appearing in the show. The episode where Moltar blew up Ghost Planet and they showed up at the end, and it's just wow. If I'm gonna give this one a ranking, I'm gonna put it in the best ranking, because Space Ghost Coast to Coast is GOAT. It is GOAT. Squirrel Boy. I don't remember watching this one, especially growing up. I'm sorry, but I have to put it in the do not watch bracket. Star Wars, the animated Clone Wars series. That one was good. It gave a little backstory to Clone Wars before Revenge of the Sith, and it was a really good take on the in-between stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in the good bracket. I'm also gonna put the 3D Clone Wars in the good bracket. Static Shock. I loved Static Shock. Static Shock is also a GOAT of a show, and I'm gonna put it in the great bracket, because Static Shock was some superhero show about a black kid who inherited superpowers from a gas that was supposed to be used to track gang members, but instead give them superpowers, the power of electricity. And it was not afraid to touch upon serious topics such as racism, bullying, and gun violence, being bullied, and other little things. And the later seasons, he teamed up with the Justice League and Batman Beyond Terry McGinnis, which was awesome. Static Shock is still a great show to this day. Steven Universe. The adventures of the little boy who had the power of a quartz or a diamond. And, yeah. What the heck. I'm gonna give it the great 8 ranking. Storm Hawks. This one I don't even remember either, so I'm gonna have to put it in the do not remember bracket. Summer Camp Island. I've only seen 2 episodes of this cartoon, and afterwards it just faded into obscurity, and I hate that. It was a charming little cartoon, and I'm gonna put it in the B bracket because it was really nice. It was really, really nice. It was something interesting, something new, something impressive. Sunday in Paris? I don't even know what this show was. I don't even remember this one. So I'm going to put it in the do not remember bracket. So that's another one. Jesus. SWAT Cats, the Radical Squadron. Yes, I loved this show, especially if you grew up watching it like I did. So yeah, SWAT Cats, the Radical Squadron, Season 1, Season 2, and the adventures of T-Bone and Razor using their awesome jet to take on the various villains of Mega Cat City. And of course, who could forget an awesome lady like Calico Briggs, or Callie, in the mirror with his silly little antics, or Feral, the Enforcer. So yeah, if I'm to give this one a ranking, what the heck, I'm putting it in the best. It was awesome. I really liked SWAT Cats. Symbionic Titan, another show that was unfortunately canceled before it could enter its prime and everything, and I feel so bad that it didn't get another season because they couldn't make a successful toy line out of it. I don't think a cartoon really needs a toy line in order to keep going if they have a good story and they have great characters and everything and they have a good backstory. So yeah, if I'm to give this one a ranking, I'm gonna put it in good. Symbionic Titan deserved better. Teen Titans Go. I'll give it props for what some little references and everything like that in episodes. The creators have fun with it, the voice cast has fun with it, but I think it's borderline trash. I'm putting it in the F tier. That's another show that deserves to be tossed in the trash. Teen Titans, the original, the OG Teen Titans, that is gonna go in the A bracket because I loved the OG Teen Titans. In fact, I should probably get it on DVD before all the copies get sold out and everything. Awesome series with the 5 superheroes that had great episodes. It was also not afraid to touch on various subjects such as racism, slander, and also overcoming your limits. And it was just, it was good. It was very good. Thundercats, the 2011 series. What do I put this one on? It had an anime feeling to it, and it had a nice little, setting for it. I just hate that it got canceled too. That's another series that did not get renewed and was cast out before its prime. I'm gonna give it a good ranking because Thundercats 2011 deserved so much more. Tig and Seek. Don't remember watching it. Time Squad. I remember some episodes of Time Squad and the voice cast was good, but I didn't really care for it. I'm putting it in C, mediocre. Total Drama Island, or Total Drama Hollywood, mediocre. I'm putting it in the C bracket. Ridiculous Race? Never seen it before, so I'm putting it in the bracket. Total Dramarama. Trash! Totally Spies. Totally Spies, the adventures of Sam, Clover, and Alex as international spies, and them overcoming their bully, Mandy, as well as living their own lives and everything, trying to get through the hustle and bustle of real life and everything, while also trying to save the world, was alright. I think Season 5 or Season 6 is where the series kind of dropped off in a way, so yeah. But nonetheless, though, Totally Spies is a fun, great time, and I'm going to put this one in the good bracket. I liked Totally Spies. I really did. Okay, Transformers Animated. Well, I was starting to come out of my Transformers phase around the time that this series showed up, but I did watch the live-action movies, and I'm gonna put this one in the B bracket. Okay, because it was alright for what it was, and I thought it was good. I thought it was a new take on Transformers, even though it was animated cartoons and everything. So yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. Uncle Grandpa. Oh, that one goes in the trash. It is trash! He's everybody's uncle and everyone's grandpa. And what sense does that make? This is beyond effed up. I mean, seriously, that show deserves a place in hell. It deserves to be thrown in a volcano with gasoline poured on it and burn away. Seriously, that show was ridiculous beyond belief, and I cannot blame anyone if you watched it. Shit, but you have to give me a reason to like Uncle Grandpa. I did not find it funny, I did not find it to be entertaining, and I did not find it to be laughable. So I'm sorry. Unikitty. Unikitty! Voiced by Tara Strong in the animated cartoon, I think. But in the Lego movie, voiced by someone else. And I thought Unikitty was silly, it was fun, I'm putting it in good. It was another good cartoon. Victor and Valentino. I've only watched a few episodes of it, and I don't really remember too much about it because I never got into it. But if I have to put it on a ranking, I'm gonna put it in mediocre. I'm sorry. What is this one? Villainous? Never seen this one before, so I have to put it in the, never seen before. We Bear Bears! I liked the Bears. It's a cute little, show. Ice Bear, Panda Bear, and Grizzly try to get on with what's cool, what's hip, and what's down, while also trying to live their own life as bears. I've actually seen the movie with my girlfriend one night, and We Bear Bears is a nice little cartoon. I really liked it, and it deserves more praise than it gets. Seriously. So yeah, what a cartoon! The series that started off the various cartoons for Cartoon Network when it first started showing off their animation block. What? Cartoon! It's a shame though that some of the cartoons that were shown on What a Cartoon did not get a second episode or much recognition, but I hope that the artists that did create those cartoons went on to better things, especially for shows like Dexter's Laboratory, Cow and Chicken, the Powerpuff Girls, as well as other shows like Johnny Bravo. Seriously, I'm gonna put What a Cartoon on the best. It was a good show, and is What a Cartoon coming back? I have no idea. But regardless, I hope that they use What a Cartoon to promote more cartoons in the future and do better with their current lineup, because Cartoon Network as a whole now, it sucks. Whatever happened to Robot Jones? I don't have any fond memories of whatever happened to Robot Jones. And I do know later when they rebooted it, or they brought it back, they changed Robot Jones' voice actor, which made no sense whatsoever. And I'm like, what? But regardless, though, the everyday life of a robot boy as he goes to school and he tries to make friends as he learns more about human society. This also got the cartoon, What a Cartoon thing treatment, but it was later canceled, I guess, afterwards because it finished its runtime. But if I have to put it on a list, I'm putting it on mediocre because I don't remember having too many fond memories of it. What's new, Scooby Doo? The Scooby Gang are brought back in the late 2000s with new adventures, new mysteries, and everything, and it was fun. I liked the music that they included in it, and I'm gonna put it in the good bracket because What's New Scooby Doo was a fun time. Shaolin Showdown was also a good show. In the secondary series, Shaolin, what's it called? Shaolin, well, the name probably isn't important, but regardless though, Shaolin Showdown was also good. I'm putting it in the B bracket. Young Justice was also a cool show that was showed in the early Saturday morning bracket. I'm gonna put it in great. Because it gave us a view of the younger generation of superheroes and sidekicks, which was really awesome. Especially gave us some different look at certain superheroes like Static Shock and all them. So yeah, it was really cool. I just wish it kept going and everything. Annoying Orange. Trash. I hate the Annoying Orange. Even on YouTube, I could not stand Annoying Orange. Seriously, F that show. Heroes 108. Don't remember looking at it. Don't even remember it. Thundercats Roar. Cancelled after one season. Was not good. It focused more on comedy. No one liked it. No one wanted it. F tier trash. Batman the Animated Series. Need I say more about this series, or need I say anything else? It's good! It's the best. And Superman the Animated Series, well, I like Batman more than Superman, but if I have to, I'm putting it in great. So, there you go! There is my tier list of Cartoon Network shows, programming tier shows. S being the best, F being trash and never watched before. So, yeah. Anyway, that should do it for the tier list and everything like that, you guys. Do you agree with my opinion on these shows? Do you disagree? Leave a like and leave a comment in the comment section below. I also wanted to do this because some of my previous videos, my old videos, someone kept spamming the ever-loving crap out of some of my videos, asking me what my favorite cartoons were, what my favorite Cartoon Network programs were and everything like that, and I had to make a list from good to bad, so here you go. This is what I think of some of these cartoons, basically, when they came on Cartoon Network. Do you agree with my list? If you do, leave a comment. If you don't, that's okay. Leave a comment yourself, but that's gonna do it, and I hope you are satisfied now. This was okay to do. Thank you very much for watching this Cartoon Network tier list. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you want to see another tier list in the future, leave a like, leave a comment, and click on that subscribe button to see more, and tickle the bell to get notified whenever I upload. This is Leo Hightower. Thank you guys for watching, and in the words of Noble, I hope to see all you beautiful sons and guns again next time. Until then, peace!